The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now.
What's going on, everyone? Stormy here, and today we are doing Road to Glory episode 4. Don't forget, we still need to change our team name. We're at Wigan FC right now, and give me some recommendations on what you want to see the team name become. So, last episode we left off with a dangerous need for fitness. We'll go back and look into our team right now, and they are not faring too well. Some of the players are doing all right. Some of our newer signings like Marco Royce and Shaqiri, but some of the older players are starting to get a little tired. So there's two ways we can go about it. We can buy just players to replace them and go about it that way, or we can just build an entire fitness squad. So first I wanted to see who I could get to link up possible hybrid options with what I want to do. I was thinking maybe go a Spanish route. That was one possibility for what we could do. So I went and took a look at Thiago to link up with not only Shaqiri, but then we could link to Spanish on the left side and build that way. And I was just trying to get a good estimate about what his price range is about, see how much money we need to purchase him, make another good purchase, someone that can be a playmaker around the ball, and he looks like he's going for about $1,500, so that could be something we could save up to. And at first, I was debating just buying him or getting him, playing a game and then getting him, and just building our regular team and then using players to sub out. And then I decided that with all the people that are lacking chemistry now, there's a ton of them under 70s or under 80s, that we would benefit with making a new squad. So we won't have it yet. I'm still going to have to play some of these players with really, really low fitness, but we will be making a fitness squad so that we can rotate the two. The fitness squad is going to consist of mostly discard price players that we can make a team around. So kind of like how we wanted our ultimate team to build, but we want our normal Road to Glory team to still have some good stars in it that'll be able to make plays. This one is going to be a team almost completely discard price based. So even I'm not going to play any offline matches. All of this will be done online. So our fitness squad has to be still a viable team because we're still going to need to win games with it in our division, but it's going to attempt to be discard price. So I decided to jump into the transfer market list and just kind of look at players that I wanted to see that could potentially I could make a team around. I kind of wanted to get a little bit of a bearing on pricing for everyone in this team and seeing what I see around all the boards, who's discard price, what kind of team we can fully make a squad around, a pretty cheap squad. So looking at all these players, I was looking for someone with good pace. I wanted at least one pacey striker and one striker with good passing. I wanted both people with good shots. I wanted to pair at least one pacey person up with one strong person. I kind of wanted to get the juxtaposition right so that we had a strong playmaker, but we also had a fast person that could make counterattacks and make that explosive play. So we kind of had a varying degree of what we could do with our strikers. Now, I was determined to run a 2-striker formation set. So those are the only things I went into this looking at players with. And after a lot of looking around, I decided that I was either going to do the Serie A or the French league, it looked like. Those two leagues tend to be a little cheaper, have some good options for strikers. So going through this, I was mostly debating those, especially because our other team, my plan is to make it somewhat Bundesliga. It's going to be Bundesliga based and maybe a bit of either Serie A or BPL or just Spanish based. I haven't quite decided where we're going with that yet, but I was trying to go for the cheap leagues. So looking at the players, I decided that I wanted to go with Gignac, who has decent pace. 72 is not the worst. 81 shot, pretty damn good. 72 passing, 74 dribbling, and 73 physical. I think he's 3-star skill moves and weak foot. He was someone I could usually pick up for 350 coins. I just wanted to make sure that he was on 7 contracts at least and 99 chem at least or 99 fitness rather, because we can't be dealing with those so well. That's not something we can really mess around with. Then the other person I decided to hybrid it up with was actually Gamiero, I guess is how you'd say it. And I debated going for Jermaine, but Gamiero with 80 pace, 79 shot. I think he had 4-star skill moves and weak foot. Also gives us a nice hybrid option to go into the Liga BBVA. That league has pretty cheap options as well, so he was also a discard price person, someone I could find for 350 coins, another decent striker. He's the faster one of the two, not as much physical, but better pace. They both have decent passing, so they should be able to play around with each other up front and make good plays, good shot, all around two solid strikers. So building the team, we went with Gignac and Gamiero as our two strikers to head our rest squad, and I believe with these two, our team will be able to put up quite a good fight in any league that we need to rest our main squad in. Then I jumped back into the transfer market, looked for a League One. Didn't know which side I wanted to play him on. I wanted to get basically a strong link going into the. We're going to play in the 4-1-2-1-2, so I wanted a strong link as a left mid more. I wanted the pace a little bit more to be able to make plays down the wings. I could have gone with the left center mid and right center mid formation of the 4-1-2-1-2, but I decided I wanted to go with the left mid, right mid, and then I just wanted strong links on either side, and then I could hybrid it however I wanted down the middle. So looking at our options now, for Marseille to pair up with Gignac, we had Alessandro getting the perfect link, but he was a little expensive. I mean, 1,000, not terrible, but trying to make a discard price team or close to a discard price team, a little more than you want to be spending. He does have 91 pace and 77 shot, 4-star skill moves. He is a great player, don't get me wrong, but he would be someone I would want to make as a main team player and not as a backup rest squad player, especially not in this stage in our Road to Glory series. So I went with Thauvin. I was looking at him, 83 pace, 72 shot, 79 dribbling, and 74 passing. Are pretty good stats. He will also get that perfect link, French Marseille player. So opposite side gets us a little more coin in our pocket for making squads further down the line. And then I went to take a look at the Liga BBVA left mids we could get. Right now our prospects look like we're going to take Jesse Rodriguez, who's got 87 pace, 4-star skill moves, 73 shot, 83 dribbling, 71 passing. He's not too bad either. He'll give us that pace down the left side that we desire. So we'll be a pretty fast squad, but he's a little out of our price range right now. At the 1,000 mark, I'm assuming he's going to drop more because a ton of packs are going to be open with all the new Team of the Weeks as we build our main squad before our rest squad. And we are able to pick up Thauvin for 350 coins, meaning another just under discard price player. So after slotting Thauvin into our squad, we are left with 64 coins, and this is what our rest squad looks like so far. It's coming along quite quickly. We also put Ducora in, who's a French bronze CDM. He just kind of fits the role. He is in the League One. He's French. So it's just one plus player we have to buy. The CDM position isn't that bad of a position to have a bronze player in. As long as he's got decent stats around him, it won't make too much of a difference. So at least for now, we will definitely keep him there. It's one less player we have to buy and one less player we have to worry about. So I'm going to throw all of our rest squad players up in the rotation of the normal squad. We can put them all on the bench there so that I don't have to mix it up and forget to put them there, and then we're not alternating players correctly. So our rest squad for now is set, and we're going to jump into the games. And in our match for the episode, we come up against Super Spurs, and their team looks like this. They've got Drogba and Shane Long up at strikers, Cazorla, Lallana, Salah, and Fernandinho at their midfield, so a pretty solid midfield. Gibbs, Per Mertesacker, Kolarov as a center back, and then Barcelona right back, which kind of ruins the chemistry, and Chesney, a pretty solid team, a little bit of chemistry issues for the most part, but a difficult team considering we're playing with bronze. And in the second minute, they are able to put in Adam Lallana, who makes a really nice one-time shot right past Marchetti, and that gives us a hole to dig out of very early in the game, but almost right back. Jojic plays to Royce. Then the ball drops down to Shaqiri, and Shaqiri is able to take a shot. I wanted to give it to him because he had a left foot. Royce was in front of there, but that was a tighter angle, and Chesney's able to save it. So we put it in the corner, and Rose raises up and gets blocked. We get another chance with Calderon, who passes Daniel, and Daniel gets what I saw to be a foul, but apparently not. And then we're just kind of trying to take some chances. We are having a lot of pressure on the ball, but nothing goes in. Rose gets called on a shifty offsides, and that puts a stop to that play. But shortly after, off of goal kick, we get the ball. Kiyotaka makes a really nice pass over to Royce, who traps it. Kieran Gibbs is able to run him down, but has to take him down for the penalty in the 13th minute. We get put 32 yards out with one of my favorite free kick takers ever, Marco Royce. We're going to line him up. We're going to see if he can continue to slot these things home in the style and manner we've become accustomed to. And right over the wall, and the goalie saves it. But it drops down to Jojic, who one time crosses it into Sheer. And it goes right over the wall, and it's saved. But Jojic crosses it over to Shaqiri, and he is able to head that one up, get a pretty nice jump up there, and put it in the back of the net. And he's able to tie us up 1-0. A very, very nice cross, considering it's on a one-time from Jojic. And then Shaqiri able to get up there. I mean, he wasn't really marked, but he had the height. So pretty impressive that he was able to rise up like that. And then he pauses it. I'm assuming he's making subs, which is not a good thing. Whenever you get super subs put into your team, makes the game much, much more difficult. But he just needed to take a break, so he did not. And then we take the ball immediately back. Daniel passes to Royce, and Royce just runs free, gets by his defenders, and he's wide open. And he's just going to run right by Chesney and put home the easy goal. An instant reply to our other goal, and now we're up 2-1 and sitting on a nice lead. Only 15 minutes into the game. I was kind of afraid because I felt like this was going to be quite the scoring affair. Then in the 17th minute, he's able to cross it over. Drogba gets up. Marchetti does the goalie thing where their reactions just immediately become 25, and it goes right over his head. And in the 17th minute, they tie it up. Then Drogba cannot seem to make a tackle, and we are on it again. White is able to slam it home, and while I think he was up there because of a free kick, but he does make a really nice left-footed shot over their player and then past the goalie. And that's our, I believe, our bronze left back making some plays. And as you can see, we're just absolutely all over them. We're attack on attack on attack. That's how I built my team so far, and that's how I kind of want it to keep happening. If we're always attacking, then they can't really be defending. Then Marchetti throws that Shaqiri, who just runs at 87, 88 pace, just too much. Runs, then gives Royce the ball. Royce is easy shot, slides it home to the right side just before the 45th minute, putting us up 4-2 to go into halftime. And that's a comfortable lead to be sitting on. You know, guys, as I say, 2 goals is my comfort zone, so I'm feeling good about this game. And going into half, we have easily more possession, more shots on targets, more passing, better tackles, everything. We're winning in every stat, and we're winning the game as a result. So everything seems to be going our way. We let Danny Rose try his kickoff glitch, and he is able to make some space, but then he gets caught by Fernando, who put up a stop, which could have been a very, very nice play, but oh well. Then we have Salah coming through, weaving in and out with his 90-something pace, and I make a really, really sloppy tackle with Calderola. I just didn't want him to shoot it, and I slide tackled him. Got Calderola a red card, which is not the position we wanted to be sitting in at all. That red card hurts, not because we're going to lose him. I mean, we could hold on with one less center back for 8-9 minutes, but because we don't really have a replacement for him, and we don't have a way to get that red card off of him without taking him out of the team, killing the chemistry. So in that sense, that red card was much, much more detrimental than having it be the rest of this game. I'd rather lose the game and be able to keep him, but unfortunately that's not how it works, and he's going to give the penalty to Santi Cazorla. I don't know why. I think Drogba's penalties are pretty good, but Cazorla steps up to the spot anyway. I try to taunt him. Doesn't work. He puts it to the right, making it 3-4. We're 1 player down, 1 goal down, and in retrospect, I shouldn't have slide tackled him. I tried to slide tackle him to stop the goal, and it didn't really work. We just gave him a goal anyway. But we are able to hold on, keep the ball, play a little bit of possession, put some more shots in, but for the most part, just make sure he isn't touching the ball. That was our main goal. We were able to do that and lock down our 4-3 victory for the game in this match. And we are going to be walking away with a little bit of extra coin because of that. Shaqiri, Royce, and then White scoring our goals, which are very, very, very nice. Our players' overall ratings did play pretty well, which is very confidence boosting. At least Jojic, Royce, Shaqiri. Assists kind of spread out through the game. We got 461 coins, which means we're going to be sitting on 525, I believe. You guys won't see the total, but 525 should be where we're sitting. And 2-0-0 in our season, so flawless, 6 points. And here's Calderola. So my debacle is I want to know who we should put in our rest squad. I'm debating wanting to use this and just getting off of Calderola's red card. Well, maybe we'll just put in some more bronzes there, see what we can do. Who should be the person that we buy for that 350 or 200 coin mark that could make this team better, so we can get, one, the fitness back so we're not slow and sluggish anymore, but two, get that red card off of Calderola so that we have our full squad to play with when we do come back. Anyway, leave a like if you guys enjoyed the episode. Comment down below letting me know what you want this squad to be named, what you want the club to be named, and who we should pick up for our squads. Either our rest squad, preferably, so at least one person so that we can get our rest squad starting to go, or the main squad, who you want to see, how you want to see it built. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I will upload a ton of FIFA content. Feel free to follow all my social links. Those will all be in the description below as well. And until next time, I will see everyone later.